This video is made under fair use and is for educational purposes. This is Kim Paddock. I've been following the work of Dr. Nixon for a few years now and have used many of his dark microscopy slides in my videos. And he came out with something new today, and it links to microparasites within cells that cause cancer. So I'll play you this video. You can watch this if you'd like on Rumble. Video proof cancer is caused by parasites. And this is a rather old video. I do believe that they have removed it from YouTube because they don't want you to know what actually causes cancer and many other diseases, and it's microparasites within the cells. But I'll go ahead and play this and give you a little background on this. This information, by the way, is not new. These scientists found this out in the early 1970s about the microparasites. So some of this video is very old. It's not as clear as the new video that you can get or the new pictures, but you'll get the point. I'll play it here and kind of explain it as we go along. There's two different kinds of microparasites that they cover in this video. And there are some of them. They're like cigar-shaped ones called gametes inside of cells. Now this was a slide that they put over an open flame and killed all of the blood cells. And this was a cancer patient, of course. And putting it over an open flame on a slide killed everything except the microparasites. They were the only things still alive. So even putting them over an open flame doesn't kill these things. And there's another gamete inside of a cell. And here's an exploded cell in which they are escaping. And that sticky mess becomes a tumor after they've done that to enough cells. And there's some more of them inside of the cells getting ready to come out. Like I said, some of these are a little harder to see because this is very old material, but you'll get the point. And there they are inside of a cell. You can definitely see them moving all around inside of the cells here. And outside of the cells where they have bursted out and are going to invade more cells. And there's one that's penetrated a cell. And I believe these are the eggs. Take note of the shapes of these. And there they are again. And the eggs will penetrate a cell and then they breed. This is the long skinny one that they talk about. And here's a string of eggs that are trying to infiltrate a cell. And there are some of the eggs within this blast. Probably was a cell. The one thing that these scientists did not figure out is that these microparasites only exist in the lowest frequencies of your body. There's another one of the long skinny ones. So wherever they occur, there's one of the gametes, the cigar-shaped ones. Wherever they occur is the lowest frequency of your body. And there it is getting in the cell. They also didn't figure out how to kill these things, but I did. If you hit them with high frequencies, it kills them on contact. They exist at the lowest frequency in your body before death. So they're extremely vulnerable to high frequencies. And yes, I figured out what causes cancer, and yes, I figured out what kills it. And this explains how they penetrate the walls of blood cells. And see, there's one right there. And there's one coming out of a cell. But if you want to watch this video, I highly recommend you watch it, because it does explain how they contaminate your body. Now let's look at some new evidence that Dr. Nixon came up with. He says, "This week I remotely worked with an individual presenting with significant symptoms, including dizziness and fatigue. The individual is unvaccinated, but has experienced substantial exposure to electromagnetic fields, EMF, throughout the week. Live blood microscopy revealed a gross contamination of the blood with striking anomalies." Here's one of the pictures taken by Carol. Now, after what you've seen on that other video, look at these cells here. We have a long skinny one here, and we have the cigar-shaped ones inside of the cells here. And it appears to me that all these cells are contaminated with microparasites. And you don't have to be vaccinated to get them. These people have put these microparasite eggs in chemtrails, in the big fog you've been seeing lately. It's full of deadly parasite eggs. This is how they're killing us, is with parasites mostly. Dr. Nixon is mostly into the high technology end, so he doesn't really understand the parasitic side of this whole thing. But between all of us, I think we can put this together, right? So to me, that looks like parasites. Parasites and parasite eggs. And this picture is even better, because then you see the parasite eggs here. They're all inside of these cells. There's parasites and parasite eggs everywhere. He thinks it's technology, but it's really not. He says this: "These are or were red blood cells containing microscale structures that have self-assembled nanoparticles, best guess." I say were because it's clear from watching this unfold over a few hours that the red blood cell membranes undergo considerable changes. In fact, we often see the red cells disappear only to reappear later. Gideon, who is often in our group discussing blood changes, has coined this as the Thurston effect, the Howard Thurston, the magician. Carl has used several modifications to his scope to achieve the improved colors and resolution, and it's even better since this photo was taken. Carl has also some video showing these changes as they develop. But it's the same stuff. Yeah, it is the same stuff. It's high technology and parasites combined, in my opinion. But most of what we're seeing in these cells right here, it's parasitic. Initial intervention and results. The individual began a regimen of relatively low-dose sodium citrate and activated charcoal, which is interesting because I recommend activated charcoal to remove the toxins from dead parasites too. Remarkably, they reported significant improvement within 24 hours, which is symptoms of dizziness and fatigue subsiding. Repeat blood microscopy later in the week showed a notable reduction in contamination, aligning with their improved physical state. Additionally, the individual underwent an ionic foot bath with sea salt and boron. And boron is very, very alkaline, so it would kill these parasites, believe me. And sea salt's very naturally good for you, and it would kill them too. Microscopy of the residue from the foot bath suggested contamination consistent with technological material, similar to findings I have previously observed in Pfizer vaccine samples and dental anesthetics. This aligns with Dr. Young Mi Lee's work in Korea, where extracts from foot baths were cultured and revealed the growth of various fibers over time. So here's some of the technology that came out of the feet of these people, which doesn't surprise me. I have lured nanoparticles out of my body using high-frequency bath and body oil that I soaked in. And I actually have the nanoparticles that came out of me who rose to the surface of the water and linked together because they're slightly magnetic. And then they began to swim. I got out of the tub. Anyway, I sucked some of them up with a turkey baster and put them in a container that I still have. And you can see these nanoparticles that I got out on my website, www.miracle-products.com. But yeah, there is high technology in all of us. They have been spraying the nanoparticles down on us for decades, more than likely. So unless you've done a cleanse, you're going to be full of this technology. Anybody will be. But there it is. They got it out. There it is under the black microscopy. The above 3 images, also taken by Carol, are extracts from a foot bath under cover slip. The first image is in bright field, the second and third are in dark field. All are at approximately 400 times magnification. The circle within a rectangle that can be seen centrally in the above image is a very common motif that we see in complex crystals within Pfizer, but also within dental anesthetics. Its appearance here is consistent with these crystals having bioengineered component. So there's what he's talking about, the square with the circle in it. The details of this case warrant a formal write-up, which I intend to do, as it provides compelling insights into the potential interaction of environmental factors such as EMF exposure with technological contaminants in human biology. These findings would contribute to a growing body of evidence regarding environmental and technological influences on human health. In last week's meeting, I commented on the lack of recent publications addressing the appearance of live blood. The last notable paper on this topic appears to be Cepelli et al. 2022. Please feel free to correct me if I'm mistaken. However, the contamination we observed then and what we are seeing now are strikingly different in nature. Carl C. poses some of the most detailed and compelling images documenting these anomalies. These images highlight the complexity and uniqueness of the structures involved and observed, which deserve further examination and integration into scientific discourse. So I thank you, Dr. Nixon, for your ongoing research into this problem. If anybody would like to see any of my videos concerning this, you can go to Kim Paddock on Rumble or BitChute. And on Rumble, my name is one word, Kim Paddock, one word, if you want to find it. But here's one of my most recent videos on healing cancer with high frequency. And this would be a good one because this is a lady that used some of my high frequency miracle tincture gel on this huge lump of cancer on her chin. And this is over the course of 6 months, applied 5 times a day. And it's proof that just high frequency, she changed nothing else in her life, just high frequency can destroy these tumors, because microparasites are very, very vulnerable to high frequencies. So So you can watch this if you'd like. And if you'd like to look into my products, I'll leave a link below. And let me look here. See if there's anything else I can recommend that you watch here. I have a lot of different videos. Here's a proof of the link between parasites and chemtrails, so that would be a good one for you to try too. If you want to search my videos, just go up here into the search and type in parasites. There you go. It'll pull up a lot of my videos that I did about parasites, and you can watch them. But I thank you for watching this video today and listening to me. Please like and subscribe so you can watch all my future content. And thank you very much. God bless.